Hello and welcome to Kickstart Virtual PE Lesson. Our unit topic is game skills and today we will be focusing on throwing and catching. Now before we start the lesson, I just need to make sure you've got enough space around you. If you are limited to space, make sure all hard furnishings or anything is out of the way. Now, the equipment you're going to need for this session is a ball of socks or a soft ball, whatever you can get your hands on. And we will move on to the next stage. This is session 1. We are focusing on throwing and catching, and our lesson objectives are to be able to throw and catch consistently and to be able to catch with both hands. So we are going to start off our lesson with a warm-up. Now this warm-up is going to involve 3 exercises. Each exercise you will be working for 1 minute, okay? After each exercise you get a 30-second break. Now don't forget, once you've watched this video, you need to pause the video to do your exercises. Now the first exercise you're going to do is a jog on the spot. You're going to do that for a minute. Then you're going to have a 30-second break and then move on to your star jumps. Then once you've done your star jumps for a minute and had your break in between, you're going to move on to burpees. You're going to go down and up, down and up. Okay, let's see you do that. So for activity 1, you are going to need a ball of socks or a soft ball. Okay, all you're going to do to start off with, you're going to be using both hands. Okay, you're going to throw your socks up over head height. Okay, and you're going to catch with both hands. You're going to do that consecutively for about 3 minutes. Okay, if that's too easy for you, then you can move on to throwing it up and seeing how many claps you can get in between before you catch it. Okay, don't forget to pause the video and off you go. So we are moving on to activity 2. So all you're going to need again is a ball of socks, but this time you are focusing with using one hand, okay? You're going to put one hand behind your back, you're still throwing it above head height, and you're trying to catch with one hand consecutively for about 3 minutes, okay? You're going to change hands after those 3 minutes, so you're going to then move on to your weaker hand. Still doing the same, letting the ball come to you or the socks, okay? Then, if you want to progress that even further, you're going to start in one hand and throw it to the other. Still going over head height, using both hands, okay? Don't forget to pause the video. Okay, so we are moving on to activity 3. For this activity, you're going to need, same again, a ball of socks or a tennis ball, and this time you're going to need a ball as well. So all you're going to do, you're going to use your ball of socks, throw it against the wall and catch it with 2 hands. You're going to do that for 3 minutes consecutively, and then once you have done that for 3 minutes, you're going to move on to using one hand. You're going to throw with one hand and catch with one hand. Reacting off the wall. Okay? If you find that easy, you can progress it again by using both hands. So to throw with one hand and catch with the other. So we are now coming to the end of the session. We are going to do the cool down now. Okay, we're going to focus on some static stretches and some slow movements. We're going to work our way down from our head to our toes. So can you start just by rotating your head? Okay, continue that. Then you're going to move to rolling your shoulders backwards. Once you've done that a couple of times, then rotate it the other way to rolling forwards. Once you have done that, we're going to move on to arms, rotating forwards, rotating backwards. Okay, now you're going to slowly move down, touch your toes, keeping your legs straight, not bouncing, staying as still as you can, trying to touch your toes, and you're going to slowly bring it back up and go into a stretch on your tiptoes, reaching for the sky. And we're going to go into a slow jog. Okay, now you can repeat these exercises if you want to continue. I would suggest you do each exercise for at least 30 seconds and then you can repeat them and maybe do them a couple more times afterwards. Okay, so we have come to the end of our session. Now I would just like you to reflect on what you've done today, so you can either discuss with one of your parents or guardians, or you can just think to yourself. I want you to go back and look at the lesson objectives and see if you think you have hit those objectives. So thank you for taking part in today's virtual Kickstart P lesson. I have been Mr. Jagne, and I hope to see you again. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.